so dramatic.
Oh, that makes it even better.
Okay, and you can go.
All right. So I was running late and taking care of a bunch of things at the house, but I needed to go into work to take care of some of my cultures. So I finished getting dressed, pulled my bike out of the garage, put my helmet on, and hopped on my bike to ride the 3 miles into work. And I was just leaving my neighborhood, getting ready to go over the highway into the museum district, and I was going straight through a green light, and there was a car in the left turning lane. But I had a green light, and even though he was in the turning lane, he was supposed to yield to me. So I looked at him, and he didn't start moving, so I was like, okay, I can just go straight through the intersection. And I proceeded into the intersection, and I didn't realize until I was already halfway through the intersection that the big van was making a left turn. And so me on my little bicycle and this great big white passenger van basically collided in the middle of the intersection through a left turn. And it's one of the most scariest experiences of my entire life, because not only did he hit me, but he just kept going. And he rolled over my left ankle and my bicycle and trapped me on the ground. And he literally stopped the van on top of my foot. And he gets out of the van, and the first thing he says is, "You came out of nowhere." And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, "Get off my foot." So a bunch of the homeless people from underneath the overpass of the highway come out and are, holding me down and trying to calm me down on the ground and calling 911 and getting me emergency help. And they help the driver drive forward and roll the rest of the way off my foot and my bicycle. And at this point, I'm in utter complete shock. And the paramedics come, and they're trying to pick me up off the ground. And they're all worried about my head and neck and trauma. And I'm trying to tell them that, I can sit up, I can move, I'm okay. Just my ankle hurts really bad. And of course, they're not worried about my ankle at all. So they're like throwing my legs around. But they get me into the ambulance. And we all know how wonderful Houston roads are. So I'm going like this. And the whole top half of my body is like pinned down and secure, and my ankles are going bloomp, bloomp, bloomp. Luckily, it's only 2 miles to the hospital. And the best part of the story was nothing was broken, and I got to go home the very next morning after waiting 12 hours to get a CT result on my ankle. And I'm back to bicycling again.